typical way to find outliers. You're going to be asked a question like, is 34 an outlier? You're going to find after you've found your quartile 1, quartile median, quartile 3, blah, 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 then you can figure this out. Okay, so you've started making a 5-figure summary where you find your median, mean, quartile 1, quartile 3. Say you've done all that. Your quartile 1 is 6 and your quartile 3 is 17. We don't need too much other information at the moment. Basically, an outlier is a number that is either smaller than your lower fence or larger than your upper fence. And these two fences have a formula for them. So your lower fence is going to be quartile 1 minus 1.5 times your IQR, your interquartile range. Is this recording? Yes. And your upper fence is going to be quartile 3 plus 1.5 times your IQR. So those are our two formulas that we need to keep in mind. I'll have them handy, we'll refer back to them. First thing we want to do here is figure out our interquartile range. Interquartile, between these two quartiles, it's basically big one minus the small one. What's the difference between the two? So our IQR, work out pretty easily, 17 minus 6 equals 11. The other thing we want to figure out is 1.5 times our interquartile range. So IQR times 1.5, put that into our calculator, and we get 16.5. So we want this number. Now we've got enough data to actually use this formula here. All right, so let's figure out if this number is smaller than our lower fence or larger than our upper fence. It's probably not going to be smaller than our lower fence because it's 34. It's clearly bigger than 17. Let's just ignore that side. It might be bigger than our upper fence. Let's have a look. All right, so let's plot in these data points. Q3 is 17. 1.5 times the interquartile range, we figured it out before, is 16.5. 17 plus 16.5 equals 33.5. So 34 is an outlier. So that means if we were drawing this piece of data, we draw it somewhere along our line with an X. 34.